All right, so let's go ahead and put together our card here. These cards are actually very simple to construct. You're gonna have this piece here, and what you wanna do is you wanna kind of put this flat on your table. I think it's easier to fold it this way. If you try to just kind of bend it here, you might crease it. So you're better off taking the larger part and using that to help with the folding. Okay, I mean, your card is pretty much constructed. Some of these things I'm not even gonna glue because I don't really think it's necessary. So here is where your invitation information would be. You can do, you can print on this piece after you cut it out, or if you're familiar with print and cut, you can do a print and cut on there. You can write on this, stamp on it, whatever you want to do. So you're going to want to put some glue on the back of this and just get it nice and centered in there, okay, and get that glued into place. And then the sides fold in like that, okay, and we have a little band that holds this all together. Here is the band, and there's a little score mark there in the middle, and then there's a little tab here that you're going to fold. You're going to fold each of those. You're going to put glue on this little tab here, okay, and since these are going out to probably a large number of people, or maybe not, just take your time and make sure that you get it nice and perfect. So you're going to glue the other side to that little tab, and you can push this down flat and just kind of push it down like that, just to make sure that you've got it nice and centered. Okay, there's a little floral element that goes along with this, and what you want to do, you've got two little flowers here. You want to grab a dowel. This is a 3/8 inch dowel. You may want to get something a little skinnier. And actually, I am going to grab something a little bit skinnier, probably a 1/4 inch dowel. Okay, so I've got a 1/4 inch dowel here, and you can do this in a number of ways. Now, vellum is a little bit harder to curl by just doing that, so you may need to actually take and wrap it around the dowel and just kind of hold it there for just a few seconds so that it kind of curls like that. Okay, so you want to go ahead and curl all these petals, okay, just to kind of give them a little bit of dimension. Okay, you're going to do that with the smaller one as well. Okay, just like that. And then you can kind of bunch these in. If you end up using paper instead of vellum, it'll probably hold a lot better. So you want to take the larger one, put a little bit of glue on the back of it, and get that nice and centered on the little band here, and press and hold that in place until it sets. You're going to do the same thing with the small one here. Just curl those petals. Okay, I don't need to show you that. And then when you glue it down, just put a little bit of glue right there, and as you're gluing it down, offset it so that they're not right on top of each other, so that they're just kind of in between that bigger one. Okay, and then in our final version here, we actually took and added a little rhinestone in the middle. That also kind of hides the glue. You're going to slip that over your final product, and your card is literally done. So as you can see, these are very easy to mass produce. Okay, and of course, we've included an envelope, and this is what the final envelope looks like. It's made up of 2 pieces. Okay, so what we're going to do is, first off, we want to go ahead and fold everything at the score marks, just like that. Get this flap folded, okay? And this piece is going to go right on here. It's going to sit flush, just slightly above the little score mark there. And then when it's in place, you'll notice that there's a little border that extends all the way around it, okay? And to get that in place, what you're going to do is you're going to put glue. You want to put glue on this part of the flap, because if you put it on the other part, if you put it on this, you won't know where not to put the glue so that the brown can show through the beige. Okay, you're going to want to put glue a little bit on the outside. I'd probably just use little dots so it doesn't smear. Just put little dots on there all the way around. Get some glue in the middle there. I wouldn't worry too much about these areas here, maybe just a few tiny little dots here and there. Okay, and then take this piece and kind of align it with the little score mark there. You can pretty much feel it. Make sure you have it nice and centered. Get it to partially set and then fold it over. That will kind of push it out, and that will ensure that you've got it in the right place. Okay, so there's our beautiful flap. And then to finish this off, we simply fold in the sides, okay, and we're gonna fold this over, and we're gonna put glue along this right here. You wanna be very subtle with the glue. You don't wanna warp the paper, especially if these are, you know, invitations that you're sending out and you want them to look as professional as possible. That's probably enough glue, especially if you let it set. And you can take your invitation, pop it right in there. I didn't give that enough time to set, but I can show you the completed one here. Actually, throw a pop dot on there to close it up. And as you can see, our final card fits in there beautifully. And your invitation is ready to go.
Stay on top of all things Dreaming Tree and engage with us today. Get the latest news and enter in our giveaways on Facebook. Get inspired by following us on Pinterest. Be the first to see our new product launches on Instagram. Do you prefer Twitter? Yep, we're there too. Watch our beautiful product trailers and assembly tutorials on YouTube. For more information, visit www.3dsvg.com. Live, craft, love, and dream.